What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stocks for Real, Sacrifice for Riches, and today we're going to talk about a play for mainly the Orcas, but I think we can squeeze one in for the Minnows too. The ticker that I'm speaking to today is something that we just knocked out of the park 2 weeks in a row, and that is AMD, ticker symbol AMD. The ticker that I'm speaking to today is something that we just knocked out of the park 2 weeks in a row, and that is AMD, ticker symbol AMD, right? So right now, I want to say we hit on about 3 to 4, 20 to 30% run-ups on AMD. And at the moment, it's at a really solid level for a big swing towards the up or downside. And we're going to get into it right now. Here's my chart on AMD. On my screen, you see my smartphone. I'm going to actively pick and choose the contracts that I'm thinking of looking at based on the levels that we see come opening on Monday. These are swing trades. That means that the intentions of me getting into these contracts is for me to hold overnight. It could be 1 day, it could be 3 days, it could be the same day, but I'm going to get out when I make the money that I want to make and get out when it's not going my way. All right. So what do you see on the charts? So as of right now, AMD closed at 177.56. It is above the bullish side of my zone of 176.56. Okay, what does that mean? That means that any level that's above 176.56 for me, we're bullish. However, we did just fall down. We did just create several levels of supply. So for us to bounce back up, it's going to take some bullish strength, some serious strength and momentum to get through it. But we're going to play the charts as we see them. So here's what I'm thinking. If AMD falls to 176 and we see a nice solid bounce, because a demand zone lives here between the ranges of 177.35 and 176.41. If we bounce out of that zone, right, then I'm looking for calls, right, towards the upside. My take profit targets towards the upside is 178.88. Okay, the next one up from there is going to be 180.41 with a max take profit of 181.10 and a max take profit of 182.74. If we break above this max take profit target of 182.74 and we see bullish momentum through this 4-hour supply zone, then we could very well be heading towards 185.34. But do understand that this is a passive zone, so price can get real choppy here. So we're looking for momentum through and for us to confirm above this in order to maximize this return and hit this 185.34. Okay, now if we break that, it's a whole nother ball game. Hopefully we do. We just make more money with intrinsic value. Now the contract that I'm looking at towards the upside, right, coming from 176.56, we would be looking at the 182.50 contract. Okay, this contract is currently $212 at the time of this recording, right? Has a nice spread. It has a delta at 31. Theta isn't the greatest, but again, this is something that I would get in, get up, get out. The max day I'm going to hold this is maybe 1, maybe 2 days, but we're just hoping for some solid momentum. Okay, so open interest 4,000, volume 13,000. These are pretty solid conditions for a solid contract. So good liquidity in this contract. Now towards the downside, we are looking at a break below 176.56. Now if we fall below this and confirm, then we're looking for a take profit target of 174.24. The second take profit target is 171.83. And if we fall below that, then we very well could be headed towards our 4-hour demand zone of 167.38. Okay, so if we fall to that level, then this is an aggressive 4-hour demand zone. So that tells me that the moment we hit this level, we're likely just to bounce right back up out of it. So we'll be looking at taking profits there, but also taking a potential reversal play back towards the upside. Okay, so for puts on the way down from 176.56, we are looking at a contract. I'm going to be looking at 2 contracts here. One for the Orcas, and that's at 172.95. Orca, Dolphin, you know, it's pretty close in between. So the strike price is 172.95. That is this one right here. This contract currently is selling for 198 at the time of this recording. Now, look at the delta. We have 0.28, not bad. Theta, 0.26, not too bad either. You know, it's a weekly. It's like 1 week. So the further out you go, the lower that theta number. But nonetheless, this is the contract that I'm looking at ultimately. The other contract that I'm looking at would be more for the Minnows, and that's a 165 strike. Okay, this contract only has a delta at $9 or 0.09. Okay, Theta 14.14. What does that mean? The delta at 9 means that for every dollar that it goes down, it like the value of the contract goes up $9 or 0.09. Okay, so it's not much. So we would need a aggressive move, and then we also are looking for other Greeks like Gamma and Vega to kind of help generate more value in this contract as price comes down. But the price of this contract right now is 61 cents or $61 at the time of this recording. Therefore, it puts you really close to that category of a minnow play. So that is all I got, right? Please like, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. Thursday, we're going to come back and hit you with the rapid fire chart analysis. Tuesday or Wednesday, depends on whether or not I trade this. I typically do a follow-up, rail train follow-up live stream on Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, so that is all I got. Again, like, subscribe. If you want some of these notifications and the alerts, please sign up to be a Megalodon in the Discord by going to the YouTube join tab. Okay, and check it out. All right, that is it. Stocks for real, sacrifice for riches. Take care.